Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box as you will see links down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. This reading is what I like to call you ask and I answer. Now, these readings are not free. I do offer free readings on my channel. So if you are interested in those on my channel, so if you are interested in free readings, just all you need to do is just subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts. And once I do get on and do a live, you will be alerted, okay? Or you'll be notified. Other than that, this reading is for those of you who are interested in asking an open-ended question and gaining more clarity in regards to that either specific question or area that you are asking about, okay, or that you need some type of clarification. That being said, this is not a free reading. There are no refunds, and please know that this is a $15 USD 15-minute super chat only live, where I will answer one open-ended question where you ask and I answer. Please remember that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. Some example questions that are here for those of you who are interested in participating the super chat live. The first question here as an example, and my apologies there, I did misspell that there in the chat, on the chat list there, but example question is number one, what do I need to know about fill in the blank? Now, if it is about someone, you don't need to write their full name. Just write either their first name or just their initials, okay? Or this could also be talking about a specific area of your life, okay? So what do I need to know about my love life? What do I need to know about my career life? What do I need to know about my finances? Again, just giving you an example. Another example question is, how can I move fill in the blank forward, okay? So how can I move my love life forward? How can I move my finances forward? How can I move my career forward? How can I move this connection with so-and-so forward, okay? Another example that we have here in the example questions here in the chat list is you have, how can I fill in the blank, okay? Another question, how can I improve? And then you talk about the situation, or you try to explain the situation as briefly as you can. Or you could also pick a specific topic, okay? So if it's not you don't want to get into specifics, you can just tell me the topic that I'm going to be channeling about, okay? Another potential example question is the following. What's potentially unfolding with, and then you fill in the blank, okay? So what is potentially unfolding with? This could be a connection question, okay? So what is potentially unfolding with so-and-so and I? And again, I don't need the person's full name. First name or initials will suffice. Another example here is, what should I watch out for in, and then you let me know what the situation is or what the area is, okay? So I'll give you some examples about this. I've been asked, like for example, if you're starting a new job, right? You know, what should I watch out for in this new venture or this new job or this new connection? What are some things I need to just kind of be on alert? Okay, so it's that type of question here, okay, intuitive friends. Another question here is, give me 1 second. Why was I ghosted? Okay, so those of you who have been in connections where you've been ghosted, this is the opportunity if you want more clarity. Remember, it is $15 USD that means you're going to have to, do it twice. Okay. Because I heard that once, I think one is $10 and then the other one would be $5. So that would be $15 altogether. Um, I'm trying to see a way that I can kind of like circumvent that so you guys could do it in one shot and just do quick 15. But I don't think it gives me that option to do that. All right, next. So why was I ghosted? Okay, so we could find out more about that. Another open-ended question is, why has my past connection gone MIA in our connection? Okay, so you and this person had a connection and all of a sudden there's like, you know, silence here. Okay. Another open-ended question is, why the silence between my partner and I? These are those of you who are in actual, connections, like, partnership, relationship, marriage, however you may want to, you live together. Okay. Those are some examples. Another question that you can ask is, which is also an open-ended question, is what would help me in resolving or in removing this in my life, removing whatever obstacles you're having it could be in my career, it could be in my love life, it could be fill in the blank. Okay. What are the blocks or fears in this situation and connection? This is talking about the overall kind of blockages, obstacles that could be potentially here, what could be creating a little bit of friction there. Okay. So, intuitive friends, those are some examples here in regards to those questions. Hi, I would like, okay, so we have Simrat Preet. Hello, Simran. Yeah, hi, I would like to be added in this reading. Happy to do a super chat. All right, so all you need to do, Simran, is take a look at the example questions that I have listed down below in the description box or here in the chat. And by the way, for those of you who are kind of questioning, like, are other people going to see my question in the chat? No, we can see the chat list now, but once the live finishes, I placed it so that no one is able to see those questions that are in the chat. Okay, so kind of safeguard there, safeguard you. And if you don't want me to read the question aloud, I won't. I'll keep it quiet. So it's up to you. Just let me know. So there is a little level of anonymity here, as much as I can, because again, this is on YouTube, okay, and it is a YouTube live. So I try to use those areas here. But Simran, all you need to do is take a look at an open-ended question and only select one and one only. And then again, I don't need the person's full name. If it is about a person, all you need to do is either write their first name or just their initial. Okay. And then I'll take it from there. Yeah, so 15 AUD and then 8 AUD is the equivalent to 15 USD. Yep, you can do that. Yeah, you're more than welcome to do that. Thank you so much for doing the conversion on your end. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, for those of you who are watching internationally, please do the conversion on your end. Yeah, that's fine. It's about professional. Just take a look at all the open-ended questions. So there are open-ended questions there. Pick the one that you feel most connects to the type of question that you are looking for in regards to clarity. Which, by the way, let me bring out, now that you said that, let me bring out my my decks here that have to do with career. So I'll be waiting for you to do that, Simran, on your end. And then once I get those super chats in there, and I see them, like they highlight, and then I'll start with your reading. Okay, my dear? Everyone else who's watching, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is not a free reading. It is a $15 super chat for 15 minutes. giving you clarity in whatever open-ended question you may be selecting here. And please remember, it is one question and one question only. Now, does sometimes do my 15-minute answers are a little longer? Yeah, they are. And if they are, don't worry. It's not like you don't have to pay more or anything like that. If I take a couple more extra minutes, it's because I'm wrapping up on the messages that I'm downloading and channeling for you. Okay. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Other than that, I'll be waiting for those of you who are interested in those readings. All right, I'm still here. I'm just gathering more decks. Okay, I'm gathering more decks here. Hello, Simran. Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you so much, Simran. All right, my question is about professional. Okay, so what is it exactly that you want to know about the professional? Okay, on the from the career standpoint. Take a look at those questions. What's one of them that you want to know? Do you want to know how it's going to unfold? Do you want to know let me see. Hold on one second. Let's see. Let's look at it together. What do I need to know about my career or my profession? Do you want to know that? Or do you want to ask, how can I move my career forward? Or you can ask, how can I improve looking for a job? Or how can I, like, which of those questions are you interested in? Just pick one. Thank you so much. Here, Simran. Okay, while you take a look at that, I'll be right back. Okay, Simran? So don't go anywhere. Just read those first three example questions and then let me know which one you feel connects to. My question is about has placement. Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, Simran, just give me 1 second. All right. All right, Simran, we're going to start with your question, my dear. My apologies here. Just needed to take care of some stuff. And now we're starting. All right, Simran. So let's see. So you have here, it says, my question is about my previous company. It placed post-employment restrictions in my redundancy letter. I'm afraid, how will that? What is post-employment restrictions? Redundancy. What is a redundancy letter? I don't know what that may mean. I'm afraid how I can proceed forward to find a new job. Okay, so I don't know what a redundancy letter is. I know maybe you're, but let's see. How can you, so basically this is like an issue that you're, okay, so it's an issue that you have or a challenge. And we're trying to figure out here, how can you proceed forward to find a new job? Okay, so I can't contact any employee for 6 months to a year. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So that's a big restriction. Okay. So how can you move past this situation? Okay, I can't contact any of their employees for 6 months to a year. Okay, gotcha. All right, so let's see here how you can move past this career challenge. Okay, that's the question. Okay, perfect. So how can you move past this career challenge that you may have here at this moment in time? All right, perfect question here. All right, let's take a look here. And by the way, thank you so much, Simran, for stopping by and doing a reading. And this is a termination letter. Okay, so let's see how you can move past this obstacle and challenge that you have in your career right now so that you can move forward. Okay. Alrighty, so let's see what's coming through for you. Give me 1 second. I just got off from doing a live a little while ago. All right, let's start with these here. All right, let's take a look here. How can Simra overcome these challenges and blockages in regards to Simran's career and professional life? Okay, let's take a look here. How can Simran overcome the situation, circumstance, or event or challenge in their career life? Okay, just a reminder here, Simran, that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And let's see here what's coming through for you. How can you overcome this situation, circumstance, or event in regards to your career? Okay, all right, so the Devil card in Tarot is coming up. Devil card in Tarot, Page of Wands, Three of Swords, and Nine of Wands. Okay, so you feel really stressed about the situation because it's coming up right here with the Three of Swords energy. Okay. Yeah, for sure. And I'm being told to. All right, so let's take a look here. So you feel, first and foremost, you've been really stressed out about the situation, circumstance, or event. Okay, this is a 15-minute reading, so I feel it's gonna be enough time for us to really tackle this area. So first and foremost, you have the Devil card with the Three of Swords. So whatever the situation is, you feel very kind of like you feel like your hands are tied in regards to the situation. Okay, the Devil card here in Tarot is telling me that there's a lot here having to do with, number one, self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs, kind of feeling like, oh my God, you feel like you've lost your power in regards to your career. Okay, and for whatever reason, okay, and we don't need to get into specifics, okay, because I don't need the specific, but for whatever reason, you feel here that you've lost your footing, you've lost your power here in regards to this situation, okay, and it's been very, very difficult. It's been so difficult that you may have been feeling some sense of sadness, grief, or worry in regards to what this is. Now, how can you move past the situation? Number one, the Page of Wands is telling you here, it's time for you to start taking some baby steps here in regards to figuring out and going back to the drawing board and trying to figure out what is it that you feel very passionate about. Okay, because whatever this blockage here is, it's as if it's very difficult, like you can't go back right now. Okay, you see this person is standing here, they're looking, or I should say their body is tilted, they're somewhat tilted to the past but looking straight ahead. There's something here about the past or recent past in regards to this job that is very heartbreaking. So one way that you can overcome this challenge is to start looking at what is it that you are inspired about. It may be in the same area or industry, or there may be something that is new, something that maybe you've always been interested in doing, interested in working towards. But I do feel that there's this brand new, like you're going to have to learn something new, or there's this sense here of you needing to really figure out what connects with your passion. Because I feel like whatever the situation is may have happened for you to take a closer look that maybe there's some other either company, some other job, some other career choice that may be drawing your attention or your interest here. And for you to kind of really take a look at what that may be. Your perseverance is going to be super important in whatever it is that you are going to need to take a look or discover what inspires you. Okay, here with the Page of Wands, discover what inspires you. Discover here where it is that you feel that you are either better situated in regards to your career, or what other choices do you have at your disposal that are very much connected to your passion. Okay, so it could be maybe a different company, maybe a different role, maybe in a different industry, but there may be some type of skills or talents that are similar. But it's kind of feeling here as if, like, whatever this is kind of bringing you to a place where you have to rediscover what your passion is. You're going to have to dig a little deeper and see where is your calling you, what is your calling pivoting you towards. Okay. And when you figure something out, of course, there's going to be more cards that I'm going to use here in your reading. But when you figure that out, this is then saying, once you figure out what your passion, your drive, your motivation may still be connected in, maybe it's in a whole other career, maybe it's in a whole other industry, or maybe there's just a different role within that industry. But the Nine of Wands is saying that you're going to need to really persevere. You've fallen 9 times. You got to get up on the 10th. You got to push yourself forward here into a new or reignited passion here in something, but it's taking the small steps in connection to that. Let's get more information here in regards to, because I'm feeling like this reading is coming out of like, this is like the past and this is where we're going. Okay, so let me get more information here in regards to the Devil and the Three of Swords energy. The Devil and the Three of Swords. Give me more information in regards to Simrat. More clarity here in regards to the Devil and the Three of Swords. Yeah, there's some sense of enlightenment or illumination that this situation, circumstance, or event is bringing to you. Okay, it's awakening you. It's opening your eyes in regards to something. Okay, I'm also getting here with the Sun card, especially with the fact that the Devil card in Tarot is ruled by Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, that there are here some important lessons that you need to understand on why those restrictions were done, what may have happened. And I don't need to know the information. This is just a reflection type of question. You need to figure out what is it that happens in this situation that placed you in a position where you are restricted in the way that you are, so that you learn some type of important lesson here. Okay, if this is something that was beyond your control, or was this something here that has a lot to do with your responsibility in the job that you had, and how you could have kind of like done something better. Okay, because Saturn is the planet of tough lessons. We learn tough lessons. It's kind of even known as, Saturn is known as like the toughest teacher when it comes to planet. Okay, planet wise. So there's some type of limitations and blockages and hardships that you are enduring right now at this moment in time. but this is talking about you really understanding why did those things happen? What created this situation, circumstance, or event? And not only what created it, but what are you learning about it? Okay. This could also be talking about, especially with the Sun card, you may have outgrown something here in this company or in this position. And maybe here you were very comfortable in this position, and life is telling you there's more out there for you. Okay. So that could also be a reason. So you have the Sun card here. See? The grave, something has come to an end in regards to this past situation, circumstance, or event. So again, obviously your past, job. But again, there's some type of illumination, there's some type of healing, there's some type of closure, there's some type of kind of insight or clarity that you need to think about while you are in this position, because there's something that you need to learn from that situation, circumstance, or event. Yes, it may be uncomfortable. Yes, it might not be what you don't want to deal with it. But this is telling me here there's insight in this ending. There's insight in this transformation. There's some type of victory here, or there's some type of closure and healing that has come from this parting of the ways when we're talking about your job. Okay. Let's take a look here at the Page of Wands with the Knight of Wands. Both are Wands energy. So this next move that you may potentially move towards has a lot to do with your inspiration, with your passion, and with your drive. It's all about the passion and the creativity. So what is it that interests you? Because you can have a completely new, different type of either job or a completely different type of role, or you can go completely in a new direction. And you're able to do that now because you're, unable to continue here. So there may be some type of entrepreneurial ideas. There may be here a new passion or a past passion that may be coming through. Let's get more information here with the Page of Wands and the Nine of Wands, okay? Because this is telling me here you can't let yourself feel defeated. Okay, you can't. You got to still be confident in your talent and your abilities. So you can't let this situation, circumstance, or event dictate your confidence. On the contrary, this is the time here, especially here with the Nine of Wands, that is telling you it's time for you to take the bull by the horns and figure out how you're going to move forward into little small steps connected very much here with your passion, your drive, and your ambition and your motivation. So let's see here. Page of Wands with the Nine of Wands. Simra and what did you say? Oh, hello, Monica. Welcome, my dear. Thank you so much. Just give me a second. Let's see. The only way I can continue is if they rehire me. Yes, that's the only way that you can continue. And I'm going to be very honest with you. I don't feel that they're going to rehire you. Okay. I don't feel that they're going to rehire you because of this grave. I feel that this situation, something happened here where they're like, it's done. Okay. Something has ended here. And yes, it may, be very difficult emotionally. Okay. It's something that it may be even stifling your confidence. There may be here a bit of depression and a bit of sadness here because something has come to an end. But I'm going to tell you right now, looking at this energy right here, I don't feel that they would rehire you. Okay. I feel that there's a reason why that may have happened, and you need to rethink where your passion lies in regards to your career and in regards to the roles that you can play in other companies. Okay. There's something here about you, maybe even, like I said here, entering into a new chapter. Let's see what else is coming through for you. The page, what did I just say? I told you, child, new beginning. I told you this energy here is feeling like it's dead, done, and over with. They may tell you that the only way that they can hire you is if you get rehired. And I'm telling you that the energy here keeps coming out as if there's like something has truly ended with this company or the position that you played in this company. And this may have occurred for you to have or gain some type of lesson or insight and allow you here the freedom to move in a whole different direction, a direction here that may be better for you. Okay? There may be a little bit of obstacles, but there is a job in the near future. Okay? That you may feel very much committed to. You may have to answer some questions here with other jobs in regards to why you were let go from this position. So, yes, there's a new beginning on the way. There may be here a little bit of other jobs trying to understand, well, why are you not here in your previous job? But that's something that, like I said, it's going to take you time, step by step. You can overcome the situation step by step as long as you are being, again, persevering. You're pushing yourself. You've fallen 9 times, you've got up the 10th. Maybe even here, should in interviews this situation come up, you can explain the learning that you have had to deal with. Like, what have you learned from this experience? So, especially if you're going to be looking for other jobs, you don't talk about how, the horrible time, or you don't talk about the negatives. You need to turn the negative into a positive. So, whatever this may be about in the near future, when you move towards another role, another interview, another company, you need to spin the situation in a way where you are coming forward and talking about what you've learned, the insight that you have learned, how this situation has made you better. Okay. Because if you start talking bad about the other job, they're not going to hire you in the next job either. Okay. So you're going to be delayed. You're going to be stuck. That's why you have here the Page of Wands. And this is saying you need to take a look at a whole different, fresh new start here, or pivot in a direction where you feel like you're inspired to take. Okay. And persevere. That means even if the first job or interview you are given, you are unable to get, you got to keep pushing forward, because you got to find a way to explain the situation in a way, okay, in a way that's going to place you in a position where you're showing future companies or future, people that are going to interview you, how you've learned and what you've learned from this experience. So they don't want to know about you, getting upset. They want to know about how you are making yourself better. How are you falling 9 times and getting yourself up on the 10th to push yourself forward? That is why you have Wands twice here in this reading, because Wands is all about the inspiration, the creativity, the passion, the drive, the ambition, the motivation. It is all coming from your own self-confidence, and it's coming from a place of you knowing and feeling that you can do better next time. Okay. So that is very clearly coming out here. Let's unfold more information. Okay. All right. So I'm going to give you 2 more. Hold on one second. Let me get some. Give me more here about. Hopefully this is making sense for you, and it's definitely here pivoting in a way that it's kind of setting you up for how you can move past the situation. Give me more here with the Grave, the Double card, and the 3 of Swords in this reading. Give me more. clarity. But there's something clearly that you have gained some type of insight if you sit down and reflect on the situation. There's something here that you're not going to allow or do next time, but you got to figure what that is. Because when you go to other jobs and interviews, this situation over here is already coming up as mountain. Mountain is all about obstacles. And the fox, it may be very tricky for you to figure out how you're going to spin this around, but you can do it because you do have here the child. Okay. So it's going to be tricky, but it is possible. Okay, it's going to be possible for you to overcome it. You just have to find a way how to spin the situation here in regards to whatever that may have been about, and spin it in a way where you are coming out as a person who's been enlightened. Okay, let's see here. Spill the beans. Someone is about to reveal everything, no holds barred. Yeah. So here in the past or recent past of this situation, you need to be very clear, okay? Because there's something here about being very transparent about what happens here. It doesn't mean that you have to talk to everybody about it. It means that you really need to sit down with yourself and figure out what it really is that happens here. Because whatever happens here, there's some insight. There's something that you're going to learn about it. Now, the reason why I also said this before here, especially with mountain and the fox has a lot to do with employment, okay, is that you need to be honest with whatever this was, and in a way that is putting you at a higher level of understanding and learning something about it. Because someone here in this job and in this company may, especially if you pick this job as a point of reference, they may tell the new place about what happens here. That's why it's super important for you moving forward, Simran, to figure out what lessons you learned here in this situation, circumstance, or event in the past or recent past that led to you not being able to perform your duties at this company. Okay, so something happens here, right? And these people here at the company have no problems telling other companies what happens here. That is why you have to be very clever. That's the reason why the fox is here. You got to be very clever on how you're going to explain the situation. And again, it's not about complaining or, you know, pointing fingers, because the company's going to point fingers towards you and you're going to be pointing the fingers towards them. And then it's going to look like there's a lack of accountability on your end. And that's not what you want to show when you're moving to either a new job or if you're going to be interviewing for new positions. Okay. Let's get here another. Yeah, let's do. Hold on one second. Let's do this one over here. Okay. All right, all right, so I have this one here, another deck, and then I'm done with the reading. Okay, Simra, hopefully this is giving you the clarity that you need. Let's see what else here with the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands, followed by the new beginnings here with Child. Give me more clarity here in regards to this. There you go. All right. Blossoming in abundance. Whatever this is about, whatever's going on here, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm sorry I'm saying it again, but it keeps coming up. This new road that you may find yourself traveling on in regards to your career, there's blossoming in abundance. So there's some type of success in the near future for you, should you choose to move in a new direction here with the Page of Wands. Remember, you gotta think about what is it that you're passionate about. It's having a mindset that is passionate, that is confident, and that is creative. Okay. You moving in, in the near future and being perseverant. Okay. Being very determined to move in a new direction. That's going to give you some type of new beginning here. And it may lead to other potential places, opportunities, or new industries. Okay. And look at that validation confirmation. You have to work on your confidence. Whatever happens here in this situation, circumstance, and event with this company, with your job, has chipped away or has lessened your confidence. And you can't allow that to happen. Because if you lose your confidence, you're not going to, when you present yourself in an interview, you're not going to come across as a person who, again, has some type of insight, has, a revelation here on how to make something better. Yes, you have fallen, but how you're going to move forward is how, future people who are going to interview are going to see you as. It's how you're going to present yourself, how you're going to spin the situation into a learning opportunity. It's going to rely a lot having to do with your confidence. And I'm going to say it again because I said it already. Okay, this situation here, someone is going to be very, very open about what happens here. So how you can overcome this obstacle of whatever may have happened here for whatever reason that this company decided, listen, we're, the only way that you can work with us is if we rehire you. And I'm telling you, I don't feel that they're going to rehire you. Okay. With this grave card here. So I don't feel there's going to be a rehiring. What you do need to do is you need to figure out what you've learned from this situation, circumstance, or event so that you can spin it in a new direction when you're being interviewed in a new job. And as I said again, okay, last time I'm going to repeat it, is that there is an opportunity here for you to start fresh in the near future. But you need to figure out how you're going to show that this situation, circumstance, or an event from your past job, what you have learned. As I said, the Devil card in Tarot is ruled by Capricorn, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the toughest teacher. Okay? Is the planet as the toughest teachers. So the limitations, the blockages, and the hardships that you've endured from this situation is teaching you an important lesson. So you got to figure out what that lesson is. And then when you get interviewed at other new jobs, you have to figure out how you're going to present yourself as a person who is determined. Present yourself as a person who is confident. Presenting yourself as a person who's open to moving in a new direction with the insights that you have learned from this situation in the past or recent past. So it's not about other people, it's about where you are going to be focusing on here and how you're going to move past this situation. And the only way that you can move past the situation is trying to figure out what lesson you learned and how you're going to communicate that when you go on new interviews. Okay. That being said, let's take the last and final card. And then, of course, I'm going to give you advice here with the cosmic record here. Okay, Monica, you are up next. And yet again, Simra, I don't know if you're paying attention here, but I said the new beginning looks good. There's some sense of blossoming and abundance. Now, I'm going to tell you this, Simra. It's not going to happen overnight. Okay, because if I plant something today, if I plant a seed today, am I going to get a tree tomorrow? Am I going to get a flower tomorrow? No, I'm not. So blossoming in abundance has a lot to do with a slower energy, which is that of the Pentacles energy, earth element. Element is slow moving energy. So this change and shift here, okay, the fire within you, your passion, that's going to be important for you to speed that up. Okay. Fire energy is fast. So you got to recover that fast. You got to recover this confidence quickly. But the blossoming of the new beginning is going to take some time. Let's see here. What does Simrat need to focus on in order to maximize this beautiful confidence and blossoming here in the near future for Simrat's potential success in the near future here in regards to career, job, and finances? Okay, 2 came out. Number 1, you have Noble Peacock. I'm going to tell you right now, Peacock is about confidence. You gotta, there's something here about you may have lost a lot of confidence with the situation that happened in the past. Okay, a peacock knows it looks good. A peacock knows, like, it's very super confident. That's the spirit of the peacock. Okay, symbolized to me in that way. You have here the sense of, it says here, noble peacock. So what are some things that you need to do to enhance your confidence? It says keep up. There you go. What did I say? It says keep up your confidence and grace. Okay. Validation, confirmation again to what I just said. And I keep saying, because again, it's coming across. You need to come through as a very confident person. Okay. Next, you have benevolent elephant. Okay. I'm getting here like Lord Ganesha, like destroying the obstacles from the past or recent past. You got to have that mentality. You got to say to yourself, look, the past was the past. I learned from that experience, and how am I going to pick myself up and move forward? So benevolent elephant says, pillar of patience and kindness. Remember that I said that this energy is telling me this is not going to happen overnight. The success is going to come, but it's not going to happen very quickly. What needs to happen very quickly here is your sense of self-confidence, your passion, your drive, and your motivation. You got to work on that. And you got to work on understanding what lesson that you learned from the situation so that it doesn't create an obstacle for future issues. I'm sorry, for future jobs. It says, bless my heart with gentle nature, with your gentle nature. Okay. So making sure that you show your sense of strength like the elephant, and for you to also show your strength of vulnerability, meaning holding yourself accountable with whatever the situation was and being honest about how you're going to learn from it. The Sun card. Okay. All right. Last but not least, let's take a look at your last and final card here. What is the final advice here for Simran? And by the way, Monica, thank you so much. You're going to be right up next as soon as I finish this reading. Last but not least, let's see what advice, aside from from everything else that's come through here in your reading, Simran, what is this telling you here? It says professional guidance, okay? You are being called to seek professional guidance. Listen carefully. That means there may be other people in this industry. If you still want to be in this industry, there may be people that you know maybe in this industry. Maybe they can also give you some tips, or they can give you some advice. If you are headed into something new, meaning a new industry, or that you're going to learn something, this is talking about you learning as much as you can from someone that knows or is an expert or is very knowledgeable, or maybe you are the person who's very knowledgeable. Okay, but it's talking about you connecting and collaborating with other people as well. It says you're being called to seek professional guidance, especially when facing important decisions. The wisdom and resources from outside will help you avoid mistakes and lead you towards a more successful future. Second, actually, 1, 2, 2, 3. 3, and this is the fourth card talking about that there's going to be a successful outcome in the near future. This is also talking about you needing to do your homework. so that you can talk to someone maybe who's an expert at recruiting, or someone who's an expert here in job interviews, on how you can spin the situation in a very positive way so that it can show you in a different light. So yes, there may have been some situation here. Yes, this job in the past may say something to future jobs, but this is all about how you're going to use your resources here, your knowledge, the tools, the resources, in order for you to get the insight that you need so that you can move forward. It may mean that you may need to talk to people who are knowledgeable. Okay, you may need here maybe talking to someone who has expertise on hiring, HR. This could be a good HR question in the near future, like someone that that may work in the HR, or something that you can find online. Find some resources. How can you talk about this situation in a way that it's in a positive light so that you can get rehired elsewhere? That being said, Simran, thank you again for your beautiful super. I hope this has given you the clarity that you need. Okay. And I wish you the best of luck. All right, intuitive friends. Thank you so much, Simran. I hope this has been beneficial. You're very welcome. Remember, it's going to be super important for you to work on your confidence, okay? Work on your root chakra, right? Listen to solfeggio frequency 396 hertz solfeggio frequency, 417 hertz solfeggio frequency, and solar plexus 528 hertz solfeggio frequency. That's to kind of help you feel more anchored and grounded, so that you can connect with your confidence here. And also work on figuring out how you're going to, again, talk about this in the near future so that it comes through as a person who has learned from their mistakes, and not, blaming somebody else if there was something here. Hold yourself accountable for some of the things here that may have occurred, and just show a brave face here in that way when you go to future jobs. Okay. All right, you're very welcome here, Simrat. Up next, we have Monica. Monica, thank you so much for stopping by. Before I jump into Monica's reading, I do want to say hello to those of you who are here. Welcome, intuitive friends. Thank you so much for joining this You Ask and I Answer. For those of you who have been interested in getting a 15-minute personal reading here, so to speak, it is a $15 USD reading, so it is not a free reading. And if you are, sorry about that. If you are doing conversions from another country, just make sure that the conversion is equal to the $15 USD, okay? That being said, intuitive friends, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your loyalty, and your support. If you're interested in getting messages from me, but from my series where I do free mini readings, well, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts. Right now, at this moment in time, tomorrow, I'm going to start brand new, fresh readings for the next couple of weeks. So if you have been waiting for that and you're waiting for a free reading, that will happen tomorrow. And again, it is a mini reading, so it's quick 5 minutes and that's it. You do have options to extending that reading, but only through super chats or super stickers, okay? So I'll talk more about that tomorrow. But right now, at this moment in time, I'm focusing here on You Ask and I Answer, okay? All right, intuitive friends, just reminding you here that these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And we're going to take a look here at the next question. But before I do, please remember, if you are not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe, because those 5-minute mini readings that I do, I only do it for those of you who are subscribed to my channel. Ooh, wrong deck here, sorry. All right, intuitive friends, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. Please give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe. Up next, we have Monica. Monica, thank you so much again for your super. And again, Simra, thank you so much for your super. Intuitive friends, please find the questions, the example questions above. Okay, please find the example questions above. All right, it is a 15-minute reading. Okay, if you want me to go a little extra, I can. If you want to add another tip in there, do a little super sticker, I can do that. But it is $15 USD. Okay, now let's take a look here at Monica's question. Hello, Takia, welcome back. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, what kind of relationship am I manifesting soon in my love life? Okay, so let's see what the potential is, right? Let's see the potential, the potentiality here of the manifestations having to do with your love life, okay? First and foremost, let's take a, okay, let me, you know what? I'm using here. Hello, Takia. All right, intuitive friends, don't forget there are example questions for you in the chat as well as down below in the description box. Okay, so let's take a look here. What kind of relationship here may be potentially manifesting here for Monica? Oh dear, what did I do here? Sorry. All right, here we go. Okay, now I could see because I wasn't able to see there what was going on. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see what's coming through for you here, Monica. In your question, what kind of relationship am I manifesting soon? Okay, so what is going to be presenting itself soon here? Okay, so let's see what's coming through. All right, number one. Okay, I'm going to take it as it's come through. All right. What you are manifesting here, Monica, in your love life, number one, there's something having to do here with Gemini. Okay, you're manifesting someone who is in alignment with your energy. You are manifesting your soul to soul connection. Okay, however, the soul to soul connection, it's more about the intellect, the common sense. It's the, if this person intellectually stimulates you, is this person intelligent? Are they able to articulate and communicate effectively? Okay, this is the type of energy here that's focusing on someone that you are manifesting. Number one, it could be someone who is an air sign, okay, Gemini, or something connected to Gemini season. Again, that's coming up in 2026. So there could be here symbols having to do with some type of like finally getting to that soul to soul connection level. If you are in a connection with someone, if you're not in a connection with someone, this could be talking about 2026, maybe around Gemini season, where there could be a possibility of seeing that manifestation realize or come into reality. Okay. Now, remember, Monica, these messages are for entertainment purposes only. You also have here pyrite. Pyrite is fool's gold, just making sure that what people are showing you, okay, is really what you're getting. I'm also getting here that the person's finances here may be very important to you. So are they financially stable? So you're generating or you're manifesting someone who has a sense of stability here, either equal to you or better than you. Okay, that's what I'm getting here with pyrite also. All right, because pyrite is also a crystal that we use for manifestation, especially having to do with abundance and finances and prosperity and career also. So I do feel that there's a sense of like a person needs to be solid in their career. You do have here the tree. Now, tree, you're looking for, or you're manifesting soon in your reality here, a connection that is very deeply grounded and secure. Okay, the person could also be here in earth sign. They don't have to be, but they could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. By the way, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that energy is always focusing on their finances, always focusing on their career. Trust me, because I'm not only a Taurus, sun, but because the earth signs really focus on that type of work ethic. Okay, so maybe even kind of seeing or someone's chart in regards to where if they have those earth signs and where they're placed could tell you if that person has a very strong work ethics. Okay. I'm also getting here with this caboose. Now the caboose is on its side. Okay, so it's not upside down. Okay, it's not like this. It's on its side. So this is telling me here that you're manifesting here the type of individual, the type of connection that you want to move forward. Okay, you want someone who is mobile. Okay, someone who has the momentum that is moving things in their life. Okay, there, like I said, there may be something coming through during Gemini season for you in 2026. By the way, the year of 2026, okay, Monica, the year of 2026 is a 1 year. Okay, so it's all about new beginnings. So something to take into consideration. You have the deer here. Deer is about being sensitive. It's about the sensitivity of your six senses. So whatever it is that you are manifesting here, in the manner in which you are manifesting in your love life, you are manifesting someone who's equally like strong and stable in their career, in their finances, but you also want someone who is able to lean into their yin energy as well. Okay, have the sensitivity here as well. Now here with the owl, it's in reverse because we don't see it. We only see the back of the owl. The back of the owl, remember, owls are about education, knowledge, but also owls are about intuition. So don't allow your anxiety or stress about wanting to meet someone or have a strong connection outweigh your ability to connect with your intuition. If something doesn't feel right, then it's not right. Okay, so trust your intuition, because if you block your intuition, you don't listen to your gut level feeling here, especially not when it's telling you yes, but when it's telling you no. When something is like, something here tells me like I shouldn't move on in this, then you shouldn't. Okay, because your intuition may be helping you here. It is super important for you to gain the clarity and the knowledge that you need in regards to moving towards either a connection, a new connection in the near future, or in order for you to move in a connection if you have that now. Okay, if you have a partnership now, this is telling me that you need to learn more about something here. Okay. You have here black tourmaline, or a chip of black tourmaline. Super important, because this could also be talking about the fact that you're an empath, okay? Or that you're the type of person who you're able to soak up energies and vibes when you walk into a connection, or, when you are in someone else's presence. That can help you repel kind of like, it's not your energy, but it's somebody else's energy that you may be picking up, okay? Feather. Pay attention to sign symbol synchronicities here. Okay. Feather is also coming up as air sign as well. So there may be here a connection with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Okay. You have the letter W. Okay. And you also have the letter V as in victory. Okay. So it could be winner or victory. There could be something very good happening here that's coming up in 2026 connected to your love life here. So just pay attention to that, because I'm getting a lot of this air energy. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, okay? And that Aquarius, we already went through Libra season, but there's definitely here some energy that may be coming up to the next air sign. And that, of course, is Aquarius, and that's going to be in 2026, and Gemini season 2026. So there could be something coming through here. All right, let's see what else is coming through. What kind of relationship is Monica manifesting here in your love life? Okay, give me 1 second. Let's get more information here. Okay, I'm being called to do this one. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Remember, intuitive friends, if you are interested in asking an open-ended question, 15-minute reading here, please feel free to take a look at the example questions and tailor it. It's only one question and one question only. All right, let's see. Near future here, we have the grave, the sickle, and crossroad. All right. Telling you right now at this moment in time, this is telling me it's time for you to cut ties or cut the cords with things that are holding you down, memories, emotions, anxieties, concerns, okay? Blockages here from the past or recent past, okay? Whatever this is, it's resurfacing here. And this is talking about this energy here with the grave. There's some sense of either something is coming to an end or something has come to an end, okay? Or whatever emotions have, come from connections here in the past or recent past that have been difficult or have been rough or have been, they have been challenging. They've been difficult to deal or to maneuver. This is talking about you needing to let go of those energies. Either let go of those energies, let go of those people, let go of those situations, but something here needs to be let go of because there's something coming up here, or there could be this your energy right now that you're confused about something. You have like a fork in the road. Should I continue in this connection if you are in a connection, or should I move in another, or should I pivot in a new direction? That's what's coming through here for you, Monica. So we cannot manifest in this energy. You can't manifest in the energy of doubt because it'll be a standstill. Doubt means you're not sure. Doubt means there's an uncertainty on your end. Okay? So right now at this moment in time, with the fact that Mercury has gone in retrograde, manifesting is off the table. You should not be manifesting right now because we never manifest during a retrograde, especially with Neptune also being in retrograde in Pisces and Mercury being in retrograde as well. Right now, at this moment in time, we stop the manifesting and we start looking at the loose ends that we need to tie up in our lives so that we can figure out what we want to do and where we want to pivot so that when Mercury is going direct, we know exactly in what direction we're going to go. So between November 6th until November 20, I want to say 29th or 26th. Yeah, I want to say 29th. So from November 6th to November 29th, Mercury is going to be in retrograde. There's still going to be this period here where you're going to feel that tension a week to 2 weeks before. It's called the shadow period. We don't manifest during that period either. Okay, so we leave things alone, but that's the time where we evaluate, review, reconsider. Are we going in a new direction, or do we need to pivot into a new one? Okay. And so this is telling you here, Monica, that right now at this moment in time, you got to hold and you got to figure out what's causing this type of feeling like, should I go in this direction or in that direction? I need to reevaluate here what may be coming through. Remember, that came through here in regards to the owl. There may be something here that you need more clarity and more knowledge, all right, about. You got to dig deep. And if it's not feeling like it's okay, then it's time for you to communicate that with Gemini here. Remember, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So there's a sense here of you needing to really pivot if you feel like that's where you need to do. Okay, what you need to do. Monica, let's see what else is coming through here for you. Give me clarity here on the grave, on the sickle, and the crossroads. The grave, tower. There may be here a breakup, separation, coming up, or there may be the reason why this question is being asked is because you want to see how it looks further down the road. But there's something here about either this is an emotional separation, a physical separation, or an energetic separation that may be either looming, or you may be feeling that. And it may be having to do with a connection that you felt that there was, that was solid, and may not be as solid here. Okay, yeah, there you go, the lady, that's you. Yeah, in the back of your mind here, Monica, this is showing me that you're really thinking about a new beginning that is more committed. See? Because you're not looking at this side, you're looking here at the past. There's a sense here of like, am I going to end up being by myself? Am I going to be alone? Okay? We can't be in that energy of like, am I going to be alone? And I'll tell you why. Because whether you are or you're not, you should be open to whatever the universe has in store for you. Now, if we ask that question because we're fearing to be alone, then that's not healthy, because there's something about you that feels that in order to feel worth, something about your worth is connected to someone else's validation, and it shouldn't, right? So that's how this is coming through. All right. So you are manifesting, and I said this over here with the charms, you are manifesting a new beginning, and a new beginning that's more committed. Just right now at this moment in time, it seems like something else here is going on, where even though you're saying that you're manifesting something, you manifested something, there's something here that needs to be taken care of first before you continue in the manifestation. Right now, a great opportunity here is that, like I said, Mercury is in retrograde. So there may be here some kind of like you checking in and reviewing whatever this may be about. Only you know what this may be. Okay. So let's focus. So this is like homework that you got to do over here. But let's see this manifestation that is in the back of your mind here, what this is showing here in the near future. Remember, the universe doesn't understand what soon is. There's no soon in the universe. The universe doesn't quantify time like we quantify time. You see? So that's why I say potential near future, whatever that may be. But let's see. The stork in the ring. Give me more here, clarity in regards to this future manifestation here. See, round and round. You're thinking a lot about this. Okay? There's a part of you that's thinking so much about a new beginning, a new connection, or a renewal of a connection. When is something going to change? Is there going to be growth? Is there going to be a commitment? Should I commit? You see, there's a lot going on here, and it's coming across as you're getting too caught up in your head. Yeah, you got to co-create with the universe. But in order for you to co-create with the universe, you got to get out of your head. Okay? So there's this beautiful energy here that, there's the potentiality of a new connection, or of a renewal of a connection is here. It's just seems to be this energy here about you either focusing a lot, so much so that it seems like you are not co-creating with the universe. It's more about like, I want to see it now, or I want something resolved now, or when is it coming? Like you're opening that oven door while that cake is baking here. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through. Remember, co-creation is also about divine inspiration, and very much you're connected to divine timing. Give me more here in regards to this. Now, this deck that I have here has messages on both ends. Okay, Monica? Let's see here what's coming through. Give me more. And it has here, no frills, wait for more. Plain to see, it won't work. Okay, there's something here that may be occurring right now at this moment in time that the reason why there is a fork in the road is because there is some type of gut level feeling or something that you may be feeling or experiencing that you see very clearly, whether it's that you see with your eyes or that you're seeing with your intuition, but you're kind of like, oh my gosh, is what I'm feeling truly what is going on here? And this is saying, plain to see, it won't work. Don't know what that is. Only you know what this may be talking about. So again, we can't manifest from a position of not knowing what we want. We're not being sure about something. So you need to be sure about something that either you're experiencing right now at this moment in time in order to free up this energy. Because you see this lady is right under the crossroad, and this person is you. So there you are some here in some way, shape, or form in regards to you're on a fork in the road. Okay. And you got to clear all of this because behind you, you have the new beginnings and a commitment. So behind, once you clear this energy up, then you're going to kind of feel yourself more focused in attracting here this manifestation that you want to manifest. So it's showing up is just showing like there's some other energy here that may be taking place right now. Okay. All right. So you have here, no. All right, last but not least, let's get more information here. Ooh, inspiration. Okay, I just literally picked up the deck and inspiration came through. So where is your passion leading you towards? Okay, whomever it is that you are manifesting in your energy field or your love life, that you're manifesting in your love life is very much connected to whatever it is that you feel very inspired to. So if a person inspires you, okay, if there's a sense of like something or someone like sparking this energy inside of you, then take a look here at where this may be leading you towards in regards to a person. If you feel here that deep down inside something here isn't the way it should, then it's telling you here you need to take another good look at the situation, because what's going to very much matter here in regards to the manifestation here that may be coming soon in your love life has a lot to do with, does the connection inspire you? Is the connection driving itself into a solid commitment? Is there here someone who can manage their finances or their work ethics? Or are the things that need to be stable, are they stable? Okay, because remember, inspiration has a lot to do with creativity as well. Okay, let's see what else is coming through here, Monica. And I'm gonna do one more deck and then I'm gonna give you some advice, okay? Give me more here in regards to manifestation, the love manifesting here potentially here soon for, or in the near future here for Monica. Yeah, door to personal healing and happiness. But you see how healing came up first? That's what I was talking about here. Something here, you need to heal something here. So either you need to heal the past, fill in the blank, or you need to heal from or mend, fix, or repair something here before you can get to your happily ever after type of energy here that you're manifesting. Validation, confirmation is coming up again. Okay. Yeah, you may be caught up in your self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. I know it says envy, but it's not always what the card says. Okay, this card is also about limited beliefs. Okay, you got to let those go in order for you to move forward. You see what I'm saying? In order for you to move forward to a person holding the heart. Okay, you need to be careful here also, as this is coming across in this manner too. You may be very sure about what you want in the position or in the direction that you want to go towards. But there may be someone here that may not be on board with you having a breakup or leaving a connection behind. And so you need to be very careful that there isn't a possessive person or possessive or obsessive person in this energy here that is not allowing you to find happiness elsewhere. So that's coming through here. Okay. So there could be here, this envy could be someone here that you're like, listen, this isn't working. I've given it opportunities after opportunities. It's just honestly, it's clear to me through my eyes or through my intuition that something isn't what it seems. It just, we just might not be the right fit, which is fine. Okay. There could be two people who are passionately connected towards each other, but just not may be the right fit, because they're two different types of, mindsets, right? If that happens to be the case, and again, I'm not saying that that's the case for you, Monica, but I am bringing it up because there could be someone here who's like, I don't want to let Monica go. So they're trying to hang on to dear life to something that may not be working because they don't want to see you with someone else. So that's someone who is jealous or possessive. So just be aware of that energy. Now, it could be another person or it could be you. There could be a self-sabotaging thought or limiting belief where it's like, I don't want to let this person go because this person fills my cup of validation. You see what I'm saying? And if they fill your cup of validation, then you're not going to want to let this person go, especially if there are self-worth issues, right? So again, I don't know exactly what's going on here, but I'm giving you all the scenarios that are coming up for you. Last but not least, let's take a look. Hopefully this has made sense here, okay, for you. Now, there's a lot that came through. There's a lot about the manifestation. There could be things here that you're experiencing right now. There could be other things here talking about other energies. There could be, underlying situation. A lot has come through. And there could be here, like I said, there could be this new potential connection here in the near future, either during Gemini season, 2 weeks before Gemini season, 2 weeks after Gemini season, or an air sign, okay? Monica, let me know if these messages have resonated for you just by dropping a rose, or if you want to, say something, that's fine. Just so you know, all the messages that are written in the chat will not appear after the live stream. Okay, they're not going to be here. I placed it so that no one can see the question here. Okay. All right. Let's take a look here at what else is coming through. Step back. Remember that I was talking about Mercury going into retrograde as of today, although some of us have been feeling the energy before. There we go. Step back. Let's see what this is talking about here. Okay, Monica? So, no, listen, there's definitely this manifestation that you got going on here. So there's something, but we got to clear something up first before the universe can co-create this beautiful manifestation here you got going on. Okay? So this is not about kind of feeling bad about anything. If anything, this is very positive because it's pretty much giving you clarity here on what needs to happen or what needs to occur, what you need to focus on to get to this manifestation here of the stork and the ring. High level of commitment here. Okay, this is what you have here. So this is really good energy. Step back says the following: you are being called to keep your distance so that you can see. Ding, 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 ding. Didn't I talk about this earlier? Came up, it's coming out again. So you can see the factors that are clouding your judgment. Validation confirmation here on the lady with the crossroad. As I said, there's something here that you're not sure about. Okay? This is talking about this energy that I channeled. Okay? It says here, when you step outside of the situation, which is going to happen now because Mercury is in retrograde and we're not manifesting right now, We're just keeping a low profile, and we're learning the lessons that we need to learn about the past or recent past, because this is the last Mercury retrograde of 2025. So this is a really big, intense one where you got to really be honest with yourself and take a look at things from the past or recent past, okay? And observe, evaluate, and let go of the things that no longer serve you so that you can pivot in a new direction when 2026 comes in, which is the year of the one, which is about new beginnings, historic. Okay. This says when you step outside the situation, you can uncover the truths hidden behind the surface. There you go, Monica. Monica, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Monica, I hope this has given you some type of clarity here. Okay. All right. Remember, this is about you figuring something out so that you can move forward with a clearer focus here. Okay. So if this made sense, please let me know in the chat or drop a rose. I'll take a look at that momentarily. But in the meantime, I want to say hello to, first of all, thank you to you, Monica. That's number one. And Gustavo, you are up next. But before I jump into the next reading, intuitive friends, this is a you ask and I answer reading for those of you who are interested in asking a specific personal question. Okay, it is I'm so used to saying 5, but it is a 15-minute reading. Sometimes I go a little bit over. But it's only because there's like more that I need to uncover, more that I need to kind of show you here evidence of what I am channeling. Okay, so that is coming through. Okay, so that being said, intuitive friends, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty. If you are interested in jumping on and getting a 15-minute answer to a question, then feel free to take a look, number one, at the example questions. I do have example questions. Those are going to guide you. Okay. Those are going to guide you. All right. So Monica says, I'm sitting at the crossroad of possibilities, more of an observer and leaving it into. Okay. So there you go. It says, makes sense since Gemini came up. I already wondered if it was my. Okay. This reading resonates with our breakup. Oh, wow. Okay. I wonder how it will unfold now. Oh, yes. Wow. Then this is validation confirmation all the way, Monica. Because that's exactly where that grave card came out. And I just said, I told you, I'm like, either something is about to break or something already broke up here. Wow. Yeah. Thank you, Monica, for sharing that with us here, because that's exactly what it's showing here. Wow. Validation confirmation. All right. Listen, Monica, I do wish you the best of luck here. Okay. Just again, keep yourself kind of observing. If it doesn't feel like it's going where it needs to go, just, pivot in a new direction and allow yourself to open new chapters. 2026 is all about new beginnings. Not only because calendar year 2026 is the number one, but also just remember that one is all about the newness of things. Okay. Intuitive friends, if you are watching me from international currency, just make sure that if and when you do the currency exchange, it is equal to 15 USD dollars in the United States. Okay. Just letting you know so it's fair for everyone. Okay. So it's not like, oh, this person paid, $1 in their money. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make it fair for everyone. That being said, intuitive friends, thank you so much for joining me here. And remember, you do have example questions. Okay. Up next, we have Gustavo. Thank you, Gustavo, for stopping by. We're going to jump into your reading. I see that your reading is about finances and money. I have to say, you're the second question today, focusing either on career, and this one is about money. So totally understand. 'Tis the season. We may be feeling either the crunch or, we kind of need to know what's going on, right? So we're going to jump into that reading for you momentarily. Okay, Gustavo, thank you again for stopping by. All right, intuitive friends. Again, if you are interested in jumping into these readings, please read the chat or the description box closely so you understand what's going on, okay? Thank you so much, Monica, for your super, and thank you so much, Gustavo, for joining in. I wish you the best, Monica, okay? All right, let's see what's coming through here. All right, so Gustavo, this is all about finances. So let's take a look here at this deck right here. And let's see. Let's start with this one. I haven't used this one in such a long time. This is my crystal deck. All right, Gustavo, welcome and thank you so much. Let's jump straight into your reading. Let's see what's coming through here. Interesting. Okay, hold on a second. I'm being told to use... Okay, let's see what's coming through here in regards to the charms. All right. So first and foremost, we have double heart here, but this is coming into the past or recent past. There's some connection here having to do with your career, because I'm gonna read this as career and money. Okay. So I'm not gonna read this in any other way. Okay, other than the context of career and money. Okay, so first and foremost, you have here, hold on a second, you have here the double hearts. Okay, so there is something here that you are very passionately connected to in regards to your career. So you are either very passionate about what you do, you're really good at what you do, or there's this kind of like you're really good with other people, because I'm getting this as like being a good people person. There's more than one heart here. There are two hearts. So this is like you, there's something about you that's very either caring, or you're you have a very good rapport with either clients, staff, colleagues, or things of that nature. This is also telling me that there's either passion having to do with career or money that you're very much interconnected with. Okay. So it's like you love what you do. Okay, is how this is coming across, which is good, because that's a very positive start here. The next one, all right, you have here unicorn. Okay, now unicorn is about magic. Now, not real magic, but the energy of magic, right? Like it's unique. You have unique skills. By the way, this was up here, right? And underneath you have the mask. There are unique skills that you have here, Gustavo, that are maybe more important or that are stronger than what you may think. There's something here about untapped potential in regards to some kind of like star quality that you have about you, okay? That you may not be seeing, or that you may be kind of like, it's kind of coming across like mysterious, mystical, okay? Tap into that, because you have here the music note. Tap into the frequency of your uniqueness, and tap into the frequency here of, again, the magical, because there's more potential here, where there's more of you being able to expand more on whatever this is. And it's either you're not seeing it as that, or maybe you're just like you're paying attention to other things, or maybe to you it's like, oh no, but it's just normal, it's normal for me, or this is just like second nature to me. Yes, it may be second nature to you, because that's your star quality, that's your talent. But whatever it is that you have, whatever this talent is something other people don't have it as naturally as you. So there's something here about you understanding that. and banking on this energy or this talent or this idea. I don't know. But there's something here about untapped potential and you connecting more to that frequency, okay, of that uniqueness. You also have here the selenite crystal. It's interesting because selenite crystal, remember I was gonna start with this crystal deck over here, and then I decided to I'm being told to use the charms. Selenite crystal, number one, has a lot to do with full moon. We just had a super moon, a super full moon yesterday. It was in Taurus. If you missed the opportunity to manifest yesterday, or last night, I should say, do it tonight. Oh, wait a minute. Tonight? No. Tonight is Mercury's in retrograde. Okay. Pray instead then. But this is because manifesting during a retrograde is not the best. But there's something here about your intuition. Intuition is connected to moon. Remember that into selenite, the selenite crystal is connected to the moon energy also. So there's something here, maybe about your moon sign. Figure out what your moon sign is here. Okay. In regards to finances, that's your 5th house, which is Venus. Okay. So there's probably some information there, maybe moon or Venus, I'm getting here, connected to your finances. Because Venus influences not only love, but Venus also influences finances, career, luxury, money. You have the squirrel, which is super interesting because you saw I didn't stick my hands in the bag. I allowed the charms to come out. And it's interesting because squirrel is a person who's resourceful, a person who can go out there, grab what they need, and they know how to save, they know how to store, and they know how to work with the resources and the tools that they have in front of them. A squirrel knows how to save for a rainy day. So there may be something here, and again, we're going to unfold what these messages may be, but there may be something here in regards to you tapping into either the resources that you have right now. Maybe you've been having to do that, or there's this kind of reminder, hey, listen, don't splurge so much right now. It's time for you to save because there could be something coming up in the near future that you may have to tap into this money or into the savings. Okay. So whatever these resources are, this is telling you whatever acorns you're getting from either other places, other opportunities, more hours, more whatever this is, because this is a squirrel, and the squirrel always gets as many acorns as it can. There's never enough acorn for a squirrel, honey. They're always taking and putting. This is earth energy. Okay. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, very focused on their finances. So whatever it is, whether it's a second job, whether it's more business at the job that you're in, whether it's more clients, whether it's you diversifying your career portfolio, get as many acorns as you can. Okay, because that's going to help you during a rainy day. All right, that is what's coming through. And by the way, the fact that there are 2 hearts here, okay, this is also coming across as maybe having 2 jobs or tapping into 2 different money-making things here. For example, and I'm going to use myself as an example here. Okay, wait, now I gotta do this part over here. Example. I'm going to give you an example because that's exactly what I do. I'm a university professor. That is my career. That is where I have all my degrees in. Okay. All my degrees are in education. Okay. However, I also am an intuitive person, and I'm also a Reiki practitioner. I'm also a clairvoyant medium. You guys already know the list. So I have 2 passions. when it comes to career or to finances or to passions or to life purpose or to soul purpose. So this right here could also be talking about you having that type of energy where, yes, you do what you do for a living, example, 9 to 5, but there could be some unique qualities and some untapped potential here that you may be tapping into either right now or maybe that you're thinking about doing in the near future. Amazing. Only with just these charms, so much is coming through here. Okay? So this is telling you, connect yourself to the frequency of your own magical talent, abilities, or whatever it is, because it may create an extra source of income for you. You may need to use your intuition, selenite crystal, in order to fine tune what your second passion is or how to tap to other resources and other tools in order for you to be like the little squirrel, okay? Save, or diversify your portfolio here in some way, shape, or form, okay? So let's see what else is coming through for you. Wow, what amazing, amazing, amazing. That was a lot that came through. Beautiful messages there for you. I'm dying to see how this may actually connect to anything that may be actually happening right now in your life right now or in the near future, or I don't know. As I always say, I'm only the messenger. Okay. So I only don't know what this may be about. Well, we'll find out later. Let's continue to shuffle here. Okay. So we have lapis lazuli. Whatever this is, listen carefully. I'm not going to take all of them. I'm taking this one, lapis lazuli. Whatever I just mentioned and channeled in regards to these charms right here, it's going to require you to talk to people. I don't know what this is about, but I am telling you that whatever this is that you're going to get into or that you're into, or that whatever this situation, whatever this true industry or extra money or extra hustle or more, or two passions, whatever I channeled, whatever I channeled over here, okay, you gaining the maximum amount of acorns, it's going to be connected to you talking to people. Why? Lapis lazuli, blue crystal. Blue is what? Chakra? Throat chakra. Right? It's connected to the throat chakra. So this is telling me here right now that whatever this career or money, I don't even think you even wrote a question. You just said my financial and money. That's all you wrote. So whatever your financial connection or money connection or career connection has to do with you talking to others, speaking to others. Therefore, if I am correct, only you know if this resonates. If I am on point with telling you that whatever this is, you're going to have to talk to people. You may be using your voice more. And it's funny because I mentioned that, my career is also very much about talking to others, connecting with others. So there may be here some type of connection or communication. If it's not orally, it could be maybe writing, documents, or things of that nature. Very important for you to work on your throat chakra if that's the case, okay? Lapis lazuli says here what it is. It says a deep blue stone with deep history. Ancient Egypt, the Old Testament, the Dutch Golden Age. Okay, who needs it? Leos. That's what it says here. I don't, I'm just reading what it says here. It says Leos. So you may have a very strong fire somewhere on your astrological natal chart. And I'll show you what this says here in a minute. Anyone who uses the phrase in my past life, I'm totally convinced I was a fill in the blank. You may feel, didn't I tell you? You may have here, oh my God, I don't know if you could see it. Darn it. Hold on. Okay, maybe if I do this, you can see it. See, it says here, in a past life, I'm totally convinced I was a fill in the blank. what I was telling you earlier, you may feel that you have a dual purpose in regards to money, finances, career, or that you have like a 3D purpose and a soul purpose, whatever you want to call it. So you may have, again, you may be moving towards some type of passion here. Validation confirmation. It says when to use it. When your thoughts are not your friends. Call on lapis lazuli to help you get out of whatever your mind has gotten you into. This says ascend your rightful throne. You are moving up. So anything having to do with finances and money, you are moving up. You're going up. And there may be a connection to a fire sign here, because here it says Leos, and I underlined it. So there probably is a connection here to Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius for you. Okay. That being the case, if that is the case, Sagittarius season is coming up. That may be a good pop off moment where things are going to start feeling like there's momentum, money, and other things there. And the other one is Aries season, which is happening in 2026. So there could be another kind of opening up there for you. Okay. Wow. That was a lot that came through just with the charms and just with the crystal here. But let's keep going and see what else is coming through for you. Give me more clarity here in regards to Gustavo's finances, money. Talking about money today. Yes, we are. All right, let's see what's coming through. All right, you have here, Gustavo. Look at that. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. I told you. And listen, I'm going to be surprised if this isn't the case. There's something that you're going to be moving towards that you really, really have your heart set in. I'm not saying that you don't have your heart set in maybe whatever it is that you do right now, but it's coming across as there's just like it's coming across as two careers or two money streams. Maybe doing a side hustle here. And whatever this is what you've been hoping, wishing, and dreaming. And guess what? The 9 of Cups, beautiful energy to have. Because the 9 of Cups is saying here, your wish will be fulfilled. Okay? You're going to be blessed with whatever this situation, circumstance, or event is pulling in your energy field. You're going to be good. You're going to feel happy. You're going to have a sense here of satisfaction. There's going to be a sense here of fulfillment. Now, it's not the 10 of Cups, but you're going to be 90% pretty, feeling really good. Okay? So if this is something new, or if this is talking about expanding something, it's coming out very, very positive here for you. You have the 9 of Cups. What did I say? Didn't I say Sagittarius season or Aries season? And what do we have here? The Temperance card. And again, the power of two things here. Again, with validation confirmation, the 2 hearts I was talking about at the top of the reading. Temperance, Hermit. Okay? Listen carefully. What's coming through here is, again, you're going to feel very satisfied in something that you've been hoping, longing, wishing, and calling into your energy field. Now, are you going to be like, is it going to be like the 100%? No, you're missing 1 cup in order for it to be the 10 of Cups, but you're going to feel very much satisfied about it because it's moving you towards what your dreams, goals, and energy, like what you want to see fulfilled in your life. So you're seeing that vision closer, you're experiencing it, you're feeling it. Okay, so you're very happy about that. As you can see here, that is a treasure. Okay, a treasure box. That treasure box has a lot of money, right? Pentacles energy. Remember, money isn't only represented by Pentacles energy. It is, but it's not the only thing, because money is not the only thing that everybody values. People put value in success and measure it in different ways. Some people measure success through money. Other people measure success through time freedom, money freedom, freedom to move and do whatever you want whenever you want to do it. Like everybody has a different concept of that. But there is here this energy here saying that there's something here in the pentacles. So because this is a money question, this is showing that something is going to start making you feel happy here. Something is expanding. Temperance. Temperance is about balance and combination. Not surprised, you have two hearts here. Like I said, you may be joining forces either with someone, or there may be joining forces here of two streams of income coming in your direction. And what this is talking about here in regards to temperance, which by the way is ruled by Sagittarius, another fire sign, is telling you here that you may be needing to learn how to balance. If this is talking about balancing two different careers, how to be able to manage both effectively. How can you do what you're doing now and start something new, but still be paying attention to what you're currently doing right now? So in other words, making sure that both of these things are balanced so that you're giving equal effort, equal focus, and equal passion to those two things. Because if this is talking about two different areas, this may be saying, and I'm going to show you here what I mean, there's a bigger heart here and there's a smaller heart here, which if this is talking about doing two things, there may be one career or one money stream that is stronger, that is more stable and more secure. And while you are focusing on this new stream of income, this one is equally as important as this one. So they have to work together. Okay, Gustavo? Is that making sense? So just because you're starting something new that you're more passionate about doesn't mean that you forget about the other one. You got to have this balance, because the Temperance card is telling you here, this is all about you balancing these two hearts here, or these two points of income, or these two avenues of income, okay, with the Temperance card. The Hermit card in Tarot. Hermit card in Tarot is ruled by Virgo. So right now at this moment in time, you are really thinking about, how can I juggle two things, or how can I condense something into one? Okay, how can I make something run more efficiently? How can I create the budget that I need? How can I plan to create a balanced budget? Or how can I make sure that while I'm working on one thing that is more secure, how can I make time for the other thing that's equally important to me? Okay, so again, it's about that balance. And the Hermit card here is you gaining the clarity and the illumination on how to do that. You're doing your soul searching here. Okay, so you're doing the soul searching needed in order for you to figure something out, which is good. And I'm happy that you had this reading, because this is telling you here, kind of like in a way, it's giving you kind of insight on how to go about it and what may be some potential challenges here too, right? Because if something comes out of balance, you're going to feel some type of tension here. Okay. So, trying to make sure that you keep things in balance there. Okay. All right. Hold on a second here. There are two decks here of cards that I want to use, but I want to see something here. Hold on a second. I want to take this charm here. I know I look kind of crazy right now, but unless she's gonna pull a card on a charm. Yes, I am. Something here. Give me more information here about this mask. What is it that Gustavo may not be seeing, or what is it that Gustavo may not be seeing physically, or may not be seeing intuitively in regards to the career. Okay, let's see what's coming through here for you. I'm just going to toss that in there because, all right. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Let's see what's coming through. Keeping appearances, okay? Keeping appearances and acting like everything is fine, okay? There may be something here that at times worries you, and that is what you're not showing. You're not showing the worry, or you're not showing, which is fine, but now I know what it is that you're like masking, right? There's a sense of uncertainty here with something. Like, I don't know how something is going to turn out, or I don't know how this is going to impact me. Okay. You may be masking that from the outside, but there is this internal worry that's coming through. Okay. So make sure that you focus on that. Okay. Says clearing the air, clearing up. Okay. And it's funny because it's not coming across as a discussion or an argument. Clearing the air is coming across as you needing to clear your mind in regards to what is causing here some type of undercover worry or undercover situation here, something that's causing you kind of like, oh, I don't know, whether it's maybe uncertainty, whether it's a fear, whatever it is, you got to clear that up. Okay. You may not be showing it to people. You may be showing a very kind of positive, confident, type of energy, but there may be something either new that you are starting, or there's something here about either, like I said before, a second stream of income that you're not too quite sure about. Clear the uncertainties about it. You got to take a look at this, either whatever this is, in a very positive light. Okay. Remember that the mind goes where energy flows. So if your energy is flowing on, I'm not sure, I don't know, oh my God, like if you're uncertain, then that you're going to keep feeding uncertain energy into whatever this may be talking about. So it's very important for you to clear your mind, which makes sense why the Hermit card in Tarot is coming through here for you. Now, although the Hermit card in Tarot is about soul searching, this is also about grounding your energy, taking time to ground yourself and dial down your internal noise, your self-sabotaging thoughts, your limited beliefs, and your external noise. Okay. And find a moment where you can be in solitude and recalibrate your energy into being more focused on your wishes coming true rather than worrying if they're going to come true. Okay. This is worrying about if, and this is saying I am in the energy and in the presence of something actually happening for me. Even if I don't have it right now, your energy needs to be as if you are already successful in whatever this is, because the 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. Okay. And it's you actually reaching that wish fulfillment and feeling good about that wish fulfillment. Okay. All right. So now that makes sense over there. Now I can jump into this one here. Okay, I have 2 more decks. I have this one and another one, and then your final advice with the other deck. Okay. All right, Gustavo, let's see what else is coming through here for finance and money. I think a lot has come through in regards to, it's coming across as like it's like a plan here. Well, let's see what else is coming through here for you. All right, let's see. What did I say? You're gonna need to calm. You need to restore an inner calmness. Let me see. I don't know if you can you hear me? Hold on. need to calm. Oh, okay. You can hear me. Okay. This is exactly what I just talked about in regards to the Hermit card. Validation confirmation. You need to dial down your internal noise and the external noise and find comfort in grounding your energy and being very connected to the focus of success. I am successful. I don't care if you need to get on YouTube and look at, I don't know, money manifestations or affirmations or whatever. Look through YouTube, find out something that actually makes sense to you and that it resonates for you, and say it every night, because this is talking about you centering yourself, and this is validation confirmation. I just said that a little while ago. Okay, super important for you to ground your energy and to believe that it is possible, because like I said, this mask here is you masking your either insecurities, uncertainties, and you need to clear this out. And what this is saying here, the manner in which you can clear this energy is by, and I said it before, but I'll say it again, is for you to connect more to your hermit energy. In other words, solitude and meditation. And sure enough, that's exactly what came through here. Now, meditative state doesn't have to be always meditation. It could be something as simple as sound healing, mantras, affirmations, listening to solfeggio frequencies. It could be many, many different ways, but the point is alignment. Okay? Alignment is going to keep you grounded. It's going to get you out of this self-doubt or uncertainty here. Okay? It says your life is enhanced. You see what I'm saying? Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. Okay? It's about being more present. Okay? Something that brings you to a sense of feeling more present. And it's coming up again. Energy healing. And by the way, this deck is a career deck. This is a career deck. This is not this is a career deck, and you have two cards here talking about what I was channeling here. Okay? You got to balance your energy. Super important in order for you to be successful in whatever this may be talking about in regards to finances and money. Energy healing. It says your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. So I can totally, relate to that. Okay, so your 3D world life is important, but also your ethereal connection to your ancestors, to your spirituality, to your faith, to your higher consciousness, to your higher self. That is equally important. It's as if this is also telling you that although this is talking about money, finances, career, it's telling you here you have one foot in the 3D world, but there's a part of you who also has another foot in the ethereal. And you also need to balance those two energies, which is the reason why you also see here two here, right? You see the moon and the sun. So your yin energy and your yang energy also need to be in balance here in order for you to feel or to gain this sense of like I said, blossoming abundance here in your finances. They're both important. Okay? So super, super important to continue or to either to begin the practice or to consistently connect to that practice, because it's super important for you to do that in order for you to feel grounded and for you to actually expand your abundance and your money, your career. Okay? Super important. And remember, I did say that at the top of the reading here with your throat chakra. So let me know how that may have resonated for you. Okay. So we have that. And this is another card, another deck. And we're going to finish up with this last deck right here. And then we're done with your reading. I hope these messages have been insightful here, Gustavo. And let's see. Don't let go of either one. Your 3D life is super important. The effort, the work, and the consistency in your 3D world, but also the patience, the consistency, and the focus on your ethereal or spiritual world. They're both equally important for you. And by the way, you not only have one card that is saying that, you have two cards that are saying that, three cards, because I mentioned that even before I even touched this deck over here. So look at that. See that? They're all about you centering yourself. Even the Temperance card, which by the way, it's not usually the case, but this person is sitting on the ground. They're grounded. See what I'm saying? Okay. Remember your throat chakra, super important for you to work on as well. Last but not least, let's take a look at this deck and see what else, finance and money. And it says here, face your financial fears. That could be talking about this over here. It says, when you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, holy mackerel. That's exactly what I was telling you here a little while ago. Validation confirmation. Remember, I was like, let's find out what is the mask? What is it that you are either hiding or not seeing? And this is exactly the message that came up a little while ago. And it's coming up here with face your fears. This is saying here, when you're honest about yourself, when you're honest with yourself about fears of success or fears of failure, they can no longer control you. Be free. Be free of hidden fears, the mask that came out for you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of your awareness. You'll realize that in fact you have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggles with and releases their self-doubts or these self-doubts. I mean, listen, I'm going to bring it as close as I can. I got to see here on my phone to make sure that you can see it. But this is exactly what we were talking about at the top of the reading that came up early for you. We talk about validation confirmation from the start of the read. Hopefully I'm not, wait, am I doing this right? Hold on. Give me some time here because I'm seeing this on my phone here. Yeah, here you go. Now you should be able to see everything. Okay, let me bring it a little closer. All right, you should be able to see that. This is exactly what I was talking to you at the top of the reading. All right. There may be some self-doubts here. This is all talking about don't fear success and don't feel failure. That's why you keep getting this whole thing, even though this is about money matters and about finance, it's also talking about your self-limited belief for you to release that. All right, Gustavo, thank you so much. This is your last and final card here. What advice or potential advice here is coming through for you, Gustavo? Thank you so much, Gustavo, for your super. So I greatly appreciate it. Let's take a look at your last and final card. The last and final card here for you. It says, wow. Am I on point or am I on point? Fear again. Okay. This is fear again. There's something here about you either fearing not having the financial abundance that you want to achieve here, or, there's some fear coming through here. And by the way, this could be a fear that you've always had. Like, there's always been a fear of like, what if I fail at this? Or what if I don't do well at that? Okay. Fear says you're thinking of all the things that could go wrong, but what about all the things that could go right? Make a paradigm shift. Again, paradigm shift here with connecting with that energy, calming yourself down here. Says make a paradigm shift in your thinking and take inspired action anyway. All right. Thank you so much, Gustavo, for stopping by. I hope these messages have been insightful. I'm going to read what you may have written to see how this may have been some type of validation confirmation. So I'll be doing that in a moment. But first, I want to say hello to all of you who are joining or who are here. Feel free if you do have a question. I only have one more question that I'm going to take, and then I'm going to close for today. These have been very in-depth readings that I've had. I've had like 3 back-to-back, 3 back-to-back or 4 back-to-back. Oh, there we go. Four back-to-back, because this is going to be the last one. So thank you so much here, Gustavo. And we have here Monica. Hello, Monica. All right. All right. So let's take a look here at Gustavo. And while Monica places her question here. So Gustavo, let's see what you wrote. It says, I have been working hard on my side. Oh my gosh, there you go. Side business. Ding, 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 ding. That's what I was telling you about with the heart. And new, the hearts, I should say, plural. Learning new skills. Okay, so yeah, new skills, new resources. Wow. Lexa, you're on fire. So on point. Oh, thank you. Lexa, you're so on point. There you go. Yes, making sense. I will make sure to ground myself and balance my energy. You're welcome. Yes, you're so on point. You're on fire. Thank you so much, Gustavo. I'm so happy that these messages have resonated for you. I mean, they've been very clear from the time, even just with the charms by itself. It was like the whole entire reading unfolded here. But yes, thank you so much, Gustavo, for your love, your loyalty, and your support. And hopefully, again, continue to push yourself forward. I do see success now that I've read what you wrote. And of course, obviously, I've been saying that throughout the whole entire reading because it's been coming through throughout the whole entire reading. There's success coming through in whatever this may be, okay? Don't fear. Don't be so scared about stuff. Allow yourself to kind of go with the roll here. Save this message that you just that these messages that just came out through for you whenever you're kind of like, and I would even advise you. I know that I just gave, you just got all these messages now. I would even say to you, go back to these messages again and listen to them again. Okay, because there may be even more things that come through later. Okay, because now it's been about like 20 something minutes or something like that, but it's been a lot that's come through. But listen to this again and kind of jot down what those things are. Okay, thank you so much, Gustavo. Please send my regards to Ed. Hugs to both of you and take care. Hope to see you guys soon here on the live. Thank you so much, Gustavo. All right, intuitive friends, up next. Okay, so I am closing the session with Monica. I will be coming back, but not tonight, not today. I will be coming back and giving those of you who haven't had an opportunity to ask your own personal questions during these 15-minute chat. Okay, so I want to say thank you to all of you who have participated. I've done 4 back-to-back, so now I can, after Monica's reading, I will relax. And I also did the free reading earlier, so. All right, intuitive friends, thank you so much. Gustavo, I wish you the very best as always, okay? All right, up next we have Monica, but for those of you who are watching, welcome. I have closed the super chat live. All right, because there's been a lot of messages that I've been channeling here for all of you, which again, thank you so much for your trust in the messages that I channel for all of you. So I greatly appreciate it. And thank you for always reminding me how accurate it is in regards to resonating to your own lives. Okay, so greatly appreciate it. That being said, up next we have Monica. And guess what, intuitive friends, tomorrow, Tomorrow we have a brand new list, okay, of free readings. So if you missed the free readings, or not that if you missed it, you can join tomorrow. And for those of you who didn't miss it because you had a free reading on the 26th, what was the other one? 26, 27, 31st, and all the other dates, no worries. You're going to have an opportunity to start fresh tomorrow. So we're going to do a nice sip and read with free messages, free 5-minute mini readings. And for those, of course, that want to extend that, you can do that tomorrow. Okay? Don't forget. All right. Let's put all these away. Or not away, but let me put it here. And let me see what your reading or your focus is about here, Monica. And it says, how will my spiritual path unfold soon? I'm working in IT and preparing to launch my courses related to feminine essence. Oh, congratulations. Relationships and taking a course on alternate therapies and shamanism. Oh, okay. So you're looking for, okay, how will my spiritual path unfold? So this is like a second career course, right? So your spiritual, I wouldn't even just say spiritual path. I wouldn't even say spiritual path, but it's very much connected to like a spiritual career. Am I correct? Let me know. Hello, Luna Goddess. Do you have time? Luna Goddess, you're okay. You know what? Fine. I'll do one more, Luna Goddess. You are going to be the last one, okay? So last one, Luna Goddess. All right. Close session after Luna Goddess. Okay. But take a look. You have to take a look at the questions up there, okay? And it is a $15 super chat reading, okay? USD dollars, okay? You summed up better. Okay, good. So it's about your career. Yeah, your spiritual career. Okay. Let's see how that may be unfolding here for you. For sure. Spiritual path unfolding. No worries, Luna Goddess. No worries. This portion is not free because you are asking me personal questions and we're unfolding and unpacking everything. No worries. Come join me tomorrow, okay, Luna Goddess? Friday, I'm doing the free messages, the free 5-minute readings, okay? So join me tomorrow, okay? All right. First and foremost, Monica. Let me just write. Monica, can you do me a favor here just so that, oh, you're very, very welcome. All right. See you tomorrow. Monica, can you do me a huge favor? Can you just put closed session for me there? The session is now closed. All right, let's see here. What could be potentially unfolding here in regards to Monica's spiritual career? Monica's spiritual career. What could be unfolding here? Monica is the last and final reading. Ah! Way too many came out, but maybe there's a reason. Okay, I'm going to leave it as such. Okay, I'm just going to talk about it as I move across. All right. First and foremost, what I'm getting here, okay, looking at this in this manner, I have the star, the mermaid, and so these here. I have the star, the mermaid, and the dinosaur on my left-hand side. You should be able to see that. This is telling me here, Monica, that this spiritual career is something that maybe you didn't think about it as a career before, but you've always had the spirituality or that gift, that special connection here to the ethers, to the soul, the ethereal. So you've always had some type of tethering between you and the ethereal. So this could tell me here that maybe you were always an empath, maybe you were born as a clairvoyant, maybe you were born as a empath, maybe here you just had the ability here to connect, to just know what you know and know in a way that was like very accurate. It's like intuitive knowing. Okay. This is telling me here you've always had a gift. And the gift is spirituality, because that's what this question is about. It's about you unfolding your spirit in your spiritual career path. So you've always had it. You've always had either your connection to the ethereal, your sixth senses. They may have been a little bit quiet, or you may have been a little bit shy about it, because this is a mermaid, but she's not looking at me. She has her back turned. Okay, you may have, maybe you haven't, you maybe as a child, or maybe in your younger years, you weren't, or you didn't pay enough attention to it, but it's always been with you. That's why you have here, not only do you have the dinosaur here, but you have the dinosaur looking at my left hand side. So this is like it's always been with you. Okay, here in the center. Okay, yeah. Here in the center, I have Cancer, I have book, I have uh, a dog, and I have pirate. And this is exactly talking about what you're doing right now, your thought, this actual question. This is telling me here with Cancer, let's see what's coming through here. You have imaginative, okay? The book is telling me that you're learning more, you're expanding your knowledge in these esoteric arts, energy, whatever it is, the course or whatever it is that you're doing or planning to do, career path in the 3D world is very much connected to your spirituality. So you're learning more about this, whether it's gaining the tools, whether it's tapping into resources, whether it's learning the fundamental structure or the root of something here. You're grounding your idea. You're learning something, though. Okay. You're not only reading about it, learning about it, but your emotions are very much connected to whatever this is. This is Cancer energy. Not only is it that you're doing the work here in regards to knowledge, tools, resources, things that you're learning and that you may be applying, but is also telling me here with this Cancer energy that whatever this is, you may be starting it now, but there may be some big development, either connected to a person who's a Cancer, or you may have Cancer somewhere on your astrological natal chart connected to this specific question, or another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Okay, water signs are intuitive. You're also learning more about your intuition, or you're developing something more here in regards to that. So that's why you have Cancer and the book open. You also have here dog. Dog is about companionship. Dog is about partnership. I wouldn't be surprised if the first people that connect or do or take this workshop or the close circle that you have, friends that you've known, people that you've known for a long time, people that trust you, because there's a sense of loyalty, there's a sense of them knowing who you are, and they're going to be very inquisitive, they're going to be curious about learning more with whatever it is that you are creating. Okay, that's what's coming through here with the dog. So there could also be here not people, but there could be important people right now that you are connecting with that are helping you create or sharpen or give you more information, whether that is through books or whether those are through courses that you're taking or people that you're meeting, experts in the field. You're gaining your knowledge base. Okay. This may be also people within your social circle who, although may not be spiritual, they may have very good information. They may have golden nuggets. That's the reason why we have this pirate here. They have some golden nuggets to tell you and to give you insight on how to structure or how to solidify this idea that you have going on in regards to merging into the spiritual career or career path. Okay. You have here Scorpio, and you have here sorry, I needed to drink a little bit of water. You have here angel wings. There may be someone who may have passed in the past. There may have been a loved one or someone that you know was either a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or maybe Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer season was important, that may be sending you kind of love from the other side. It could be maybe ancestors, people that you don't remember maybe as a child. There could be someone that's very close to you here, sending you like good wishes, or sending you here people to help you with this idea. This could also be here during Scorpio season, which is the season that we're in right now, that you are, not only are we in Scorpio season, but you're also asking about the spirituality here, angel wings. You're asking about the spiritual career during Scorpio season right now. This could be your higher awareness, your higher self saying it's time to start inquiring how all of this is fitting in and how you can develop it. So this is coming across as that as well. It's also coming across, if there is a loved one that may have crossed over, there's also the sense of either loved one that crossed over or your ethereal realm right now at this moment in time, helping you or putting, downloading some ideas in your mind on how to develop this entire thing here. You have here plane in reverse. Okay. This is telling me that you may feel like something may not be moving, or you may feel like you're a little bit stuck on some kind of like a writer's block, is how this is feeling. Don't worry if you feel a writer's block, push through it. You may feel that right now because, and listen carefully, today, November 6th, Mercury is going retrograde, okay? So the retrograde that's happening in the month of November with Mercury may feel like something isn't moving. So right now, it's not a good time to start this, but this is a good time to fine tune this idea, okay? So there you go. You have two things here. You have intuitive, which is Pisces, but we're not seeing Pisces. We're seeing the back of the Pisces charm. And we're seeing Taurus, okay? Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus rules finances. Venus rules luxury. Venus rules, yes, love, connections, romance, all of that. But Venus rules things having to do with stability and money, 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 money. Earth sign, Taurus. Taurus is a fixed sign. I'm a Taurus sun. Career ethics, super important to you. This is telling you two things. Number one, you're using your intuition in the spiritual course or in the spiritual business that you're going to do. And it's going to be very important for you to continue to push it forward. Have the patience, okay, the tenacity, the determination, and the consistency. So even though something may feel like it's stuck, or there's this sense of like, I feel like I'm having a writer's block, it's because of Mercury in retrograde throughout the month of November, which is falling on two signs. It's falling on Scorpio, and it's going to be falling on Sagittarius as well. Season, I mean. Okay, started in Scorpio season, and it's going to be ending during Sagittarius season. So those two energies here. Don't feel bad because you are feeling kind of like on the fence about something, or kind of feeling like, I don't feel like I'm thinking straight, or I don't feel like something is moving. It's due to that retrograde. But continue forward, okay? Because you using your intuition and creating some type of opportunity for yourself may be here very much connected to your soul purpose, okay, or to your life purpose, okay? So very, very beautiful. Now let's jump into the rest of your reading. Okay. Actually, yeah, we'll start here with this. Okay, hopefully this is making sense to you, Monica, and we're going to jump straight into the reading. Oh, what am I doing? Hold on a second. Hold on. These are all right side? Okay. I was about to... Okay. Sorry, I just had to make sure, like, everything was right side up. All right, let's see. What may be possibly unfolding here in regards to Monica's spiritual career path? What may be unfolding here with Monica's spiritual career path? Okay, King of Wands. This is good energy. Entrepreneur. Wands are about business, career. So this is good. You're gonna feel very comfortable in whatever this is, Monica. Whatever this new venture is, or whatever it is, once you launch it, because remember, the first of all, there's something here about Leo season also because of that lion. So there could be something coming up during 2026, whether it's the launching of something, and I feel there's like a soft launch. Now this is interesting because Cancer comes first and then comes Leo season. So I want to say there could be something here connected to Cancer season or Leo season in 2026, where maybe there's going to be a soft launch and then there's going to be like the hard launch, but you're going to feel very comfortable in whatever this is. The King of Wands is you feeling very confident, okay? Remember, King of Wands is this go-getter energy, charismatic. You're going to be taking risks. You're going to be making bold moves, but do so with a sense of confidence, okay? I didn't see that. I didn't see what was... Okay, let's see. Give me more. All right, let's see what's coming through. Yeah, wow. This is really nice. Very, very nice. Okay, well, listen, and you end it with the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay, don't get caught up in your head, though, but yeah, well, okay. The potential unfolding here in regards to your spiritual career path. Number one, when you launch it, whenever it's launched, because I know chances are this is like you're in the process of doing this. When you launch it, there's a sense here of you being very bold, being, taking a risk, feeling confident, and really pushing something forward. Not pushing it as in like pushing down it through people's, like pushing it on people. That's not what I mean. I mean, you're going to be inspired to move towards whatever this is because you are going to be inspired. You're going to have a mastery over your own passion and drive. Whatever this is, it feels like it's interesting because I'm hearing like it's like your project, it's like your baby, right? Because I felt like that when I wrote my first book. When I published my first book, that's I always used to say this is my second baby, right? So this may be that type of energy here for you. You're going to be very much centered in your sense of confidence and charisma. You're going to make bold moves, and those bold moves are going to potentially here open doors for you to feel as if you are embracing the Queen of Pentacles energy. So this is a solid win for you as long as you are continuing to move towards this project with a sense of passion, with a sense of nurturing. Okay, you're nurturing it, you're being patient, you're being consistent, and you're allowing it to grow in a slow way. Like you're putting in the work and you're allowing it to naturally unfold. Remember that the Queen of Pentacles energy is an energy of someone who has the mastery of, right, keeping things grounded, stable, and secure, but is doing so in a very practical, sensible way. Okay, so I do feel that with your sense of passion, drive, motivation, and ambition is going to create a sense of stability here, maybe even earnings, extra money, okay, extra income here. And you're going to feel very at home with this project. Two of Cups. It's coming across as you feeling really good for various reasons. Number one, there's going to be a soul to soul connection that you feel with this. Remember, I said this before, with this project or baby that you are creating. Okay. So, as I said here at the top of the reading, remember that I said this Scorpio, right? Intuitive. Okay. You with your higher self right now at this moment in time, there's this soul to soul connection with your connection with the ethereal, your connection with the divine, okay, in creating these courses or these things that you're doing for your spiritual career. So it's going to feel very, very natural to you, or it has been feeling very natural to you. It's like you should have done this long time ago, but don't feel bad. You couldn't do it long time ago because you didn't have the proper tools long time ago. Because this is something here about you needed to go through something in order to gain this awareness for this project. Okay? So, what I'm also getting with Two of Cups is you're also going to feel like, number one, you're connecting with others, you're helping others, but it's also something that you're going to feel very deeply, intuitively connected to, whatever this project does, whatever this course is in regards to spirituality. Knight of Cups, continue to move forward with, this is telling you, you're going to continue to move forward. You're going to continue to unfold this project by using your intuition and following your heart. The Knight of Cups is about movement, but it's a movement in regards to your emotional connection and your emotional awareness, your intuition. Again, remember, Cups energy is water. Water is intuitive energy, emotive energy, right? So you're going to be able to connect and move this project along as long as you are confident, grounded, and you're finding the love in what you do and the passion in what you do in regards to helping others. You're going to continue to move forward in opening and expanding on this. Now, listen, I didn't even do this on purpose. I just realized right now that the King of Wands is under this right here. The Queen of Pentacles is under this right over here that I already channeled. The Two of Cups is under here, okay? And the Pisces and Taurus is right under here. So that just happened. I wasn't even thinking about putting it that way. But there you go. Let's continue to unfold here in regards to more information. Okay, I'm going to pick, or not pick, I'm going to shuffle, and then we're going to expand a little bit more. What is the possible or potential unfolding here, Monica? Give me clarity here on the King of Swords. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said swords. Okay, no, it's not swords. It's King of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. There's something here about your mind, the clarity of your mind, also your intelligence, because I just said King of Swords, and the King of Swords is nowhere to be found here. But King of Swords has the intellect. You're smart. Okay? You're using your logical right. Maybe it's that the way that you're planning and plotting, moving along. There's a sense of intentionality, being intentional here. King of Wands with Queen of Pentacles. Actually, let me see. Okay, we have the Gentleman. What did I tell you? Didn't I say King of Wands? Gentleman is logic. Oh, it's also a person, but is logic. I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone here who helps you also, who's like a partner, or gives you advice here. But again, this is coming up. Yeah, there's clarity. No, it's coming across as like aha moment. This is why I said King of Swords. Remember, I just said King of Swords, and I was like, there aren't a King of Swords. But gentlemen, I don't know if you could see it. I wrote at the top of the card here, I wrote logic. I don't know if you could see it here, but I wrote it there really tiny. So logic with the sun, you having some type of gaining some clarity here in regards to this project. And that insight is going to not only going to give you the power of illumination, of clearing your ideas. Again, like I said, King of Swords, your ability to see something in a logical, rational way and making intelligent, balanced decisions so that you can continue to move with confidence and secure and stabilize here, like the Queen of Pentacles. So there is a sense here of you really clearly and methodically here knowing exactly how you want something to happen, what exactly like there's this fine-tuning type of energy. So there's this sense of unfolding here in regards to seeing something very clearly. So this is good. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles with Two of Cups. Cut. Okay. It's important for you, look at that. It's important for you that in order for you to see something clearly, you need to let go and cut the worries and the stress. Okay, don't start thinking about what if it fails, because this is giving me this energy of somebody getting caught up too much in their head. So remember the King of Swords, even though it's not here, I did channel that a little while ago. And sure enough, you have the logic and the sun. Okay, you got to make sure you don't get caught up in your head. Okay, or cast doubt in the feeling here of whatever it is that you are doing. So don't get caught up here. There may be a little bit of, hiccups here and there, but that's to be expected. But don't burden yourself with sadness about it. Okay. So again, it's not going to be easy breezy. There may be a little hiccups, but learn to that's how you learn. You learn through troubleshooting. Is how this is coming through. And it's interesting because I never say troubleshooting. So there's something here connected to you understanding that term so that if and when you do come into contact with some challenge or obstacle, you don't feel disheartened. Okay. So there's going to be some troubleshooting that may occur, but continue to be strongly firm in what brings you a sense of clarity and a sense of like, this is what I should do, or this is what I was meant to do. Okay, let's see. Two of Cups with the Knight of Cups. Yeah, there you go. Bear. Super powerful. Okay, you can end up... Ooh, this is really good. You can end up with a very... Okay, this is coming across as with time. Not right away, but with time. The more that you focus on fixing those troubleshooting situations, learning to see how you can fix or mend something here so that it goes smoothly. Okay. It's super important. Monica, can you make sure that you put closed session again, just in case anyone who may want to pop up, because I'm not taking any more readings. There's something here about what you may think, or you may start here as kind of like something small. It may create a bigger following. It may create a bigger connection with people. Okay, because we have a strong job or strong employment, because Fox is also about employment. Fox is about a tricky situation, but in this context, with Bear, Fox, and Child, is coming across as there's going to be like a strong job, or it's going to be a strong career. There's going to be strength in what you do here, whether it's that's going to strongly help other people, where people are going to be strongly, or they're going to feel like very much connected. There's going to be a sense of like feeling like, again, this soul to soul connection with whatever it is that you're going to be offering here. Oh my God, I can't get this. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I can't get this card. Oh my gosh, what is it? Yeah, there's Two of Cups. People are going to be very feel solely connected to either this course, this whatever it is this is in the spirituality world that you're planning to do or what you are creating. People may feel a lot stronger to this. And this may be something that can ultimately flourish. And remember that I was talking about this being your baby. Remember that you have a child here. This is, again, there's going to be something. It's gonna with time, it's gonna grow more than what you think. There's something about this unfolding and being either bigger or more or stronger, making a lot of strong connections here with people. Like it's going to resonate with people is how this is coming across. All right, we have only two more decks, this one, and then we're going to jump into your advice. Okay, let's see. The spirituality unfolding here. Animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as animals are part of your life's work. You may be having dreams with a spirit animal, or there may be here something about the empathy. It's not so much about animals, although it could be. Maybe there's a logo that you're going to be using as an animal or an animal spirit. Don't be surprised if you end up kind of dreaming with some animal. I don't know which one or what that may be about, but there may be something here connected to a spirit animal. That may be something connected to a logo, because I'm seeing it being used as a logo or the name, something connected to animal. So maybe that's something, I don't know if that is what you've been thinking about or that may come up. Okay, so just keep that in the back of your mind. Ooh, I was going to take one and two came out. Look at that, spiritual teacher. Okay, so animals may be of importance. Spirit animals. It could be something connected to maybe a symbol, because I keep seeing like someone stamping a symbol and like the symbol is for something else. You know what I mean? Heart's desire. Validation, confirmation. This came up at the top of your reading where it says Knight of Cups. Remember that I said you're going to be unfolding in this spiritual career because it is your natural heart desire. You're going to be just continue to follow your heart and your intuition in regards to this spiritual path. Okay. It says the angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become reality. Validation, confirmation with the angel wing, as well as the Scorpio charm. Like I said, during Scorpio season, which is now, maybe your guides may be sending you sign, symbol, synchronicity to either ask this question or to be more open here of like to give you advice, because maybe you have been feeling a little bit stuck. And I said that at the top of the reading, but it's very interesting how this again has come through in another way, shape, or form. So there you go. You have spiritual teacher. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminar. I cannot make this up. Look at that. This is exactly what your question is about. And this is exactly what's coming through for you. So again, there's going to be a beautiful unfolding. And it's at the third part. Remember that I said something is coming through as if this career or project or spiritual avenue of a career path is going to be stronger than what you think. And sure enough, you ended up getting spiritual teacher there, heart and desire here. Again, remember that I said here with sickle and mice, there may be a little bit of troubleshooting, but don't let that make you feel bad. There you go, heart's desire here, giving advice. Animals here coming through with what I was channeling here as the King of Swords. Okay. Wow. Talk about validation, confirmation. What a beautiful reading here for you, Monica. It looks like it's unfolding very nicely, as long as you don't allow, like I said, those troubleshooting situations to get you down. Okay, because there may be kind of like a moment where you're kind of going to be thinking like, should I walk away from this project? Should I walk away from this? Because maybe this is a sign that I shouldn't go in that direction. No, that's not what it's saying. That's going to be your self-sabotaging thought or limited belief, because your guides are saying you are providing some sense of service or some sense of, emotional, help here in a spiritual way, where people are going to resonate with it. Okay? People are going to resonate with whatever this is. You just got to give it time. Right? So there we go. Wow, what a beautiful message. All right, let's see. And you know me, if things start looking like it's not good, I'm going to be like, girl, you should not even go in that direction if I were you. But no, this is looking good. This is looking like, again, there may be little hiccups. Because remember, the airplane is reversed. There may be a little hiccups here, but as long as you fine tune and tidy things up and stuff like that, it's gonna look good. All right, last and final card. And again, thank you all for those of you who have taken part in the super chat today. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for trusting me in your journey, and my humble thanks to all of you. Last and final card. Here we go. What your guides want you to know here in regards to this unfolding of spiritual career path. What advice is coming through? Oh, wow. Patience. Sounds familiar? Does it sound familiar? Because I mentioned this. Oh my God, my nails are not letting me pick. Queen of Pentacles. Patience. Have patience. It's going to work out. It may take time to be a strong, thriving business, but it's going to happen. Okay? Patience. This says the universe's timeline. Oh my gosh, this is so funny, because I was just talking about this a little while ago. This is exactly what I channeled. I said the universe's timeline doesn't always align with our desires, but it weaves the future in its own way. Listen carefully, because it came through with the airplane in reverse. Remember, something's going to feel a little bit stagnant. And I said that again here with the sickle and the mice. And sure enough, this is what it's saying. The delays that you either are experiencing now or that you may be experiencing are preparing you for the miracles you are waiting for. Forcing things won't speed up the process, especially right now during Mercury retrograde. Leave it alone. Just again, focus, tidy up, clean things up, edit, look, reevaluate, take a look, okay? It says forcing things won't speed up the process. It says instead, it may cause you to miss the miracle meant for you, okay? So right now, it's all about you looking at the plan, looking at the course, figuring, fine-tuning, fixing, making sure it's nice and solid. And even when it's nice and solid, there may be a little bit of glitches here and there. But again, that's all about troubleshooting. And I feel it's going to be up your alley. Like you're going to understand what that means when the time comes. Monica. Ooh, let me see something here. It's interesting because you have here sloth. Okay. What you should do is, which is interesting because you have, what the spiritual meaning of sloth is an animal that's very slow. Like it does things slowly, but that's why I think patience is here, because there's going to be a matter of patience. It's going to be divine timing may be at play here for you. Just continue to grind. Okay. Remember I said that too, because as you know, Pentacles energy is a slow moving energy. So again, validation, confirmation here, but it's going to be rock solid when the time comes. Okay. There you go. Monica, thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I want to thank all of you who came out today for these readings. And who were you so that I could give you an extra thanks? Simrat Preet, thank you so much for your participation. Monica, Gustavo, and Monica again. Thank you so much, intuitive friends. I hope these messages have been insightful. And as I always remind you, these messages are for entertainment purposes only. And I hope that you find the guidance and the clarity that you need. I'll see you next time. Don't forget, tomorrow I will be having a free 5-minute reading marathon. Okay, brand new week. So we want to make sure that we're here. And don't worry, if you don't make it tomorrow, I will be coming in and out throughout the rest of the week. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.